Guys, we got a secret update in SpongeBob Tower Defense, and I'm going to be going over some of the shadow updates that have been made so you guys know what's going on. Now, before we hop in the video, don't forget to use my code whenever you guys make a purchase. It helps out the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra. All right, use code BLAM to support your starfish friend. Blam. Yeah, sorry I haven't been posting as much. I've been in a little bit of a weird mood, you know, due to the recent events, but we're taking a look at it. All right, let's go take a look at what are the changes. Now, first up, this is something that a lot of people have been DMing me about, and I did actually make a YouTube short on it, but people wanted me to talk about it in the video, and that is potions have been absolutely cooked. So let's take a look at the star up potion, and we're gonna pick a prismatic, right? Let's see, is there a prismatic I would want to star up here? That one's pretty rare. It's only a gold cereal. Let's say, for example, I wanted to star up my Kenny the cat, right? I'm gonna click a button, right? And it's gonna work. No, guys, it does not work. They made a shadow update, and you can no longer use your potions on any prismatics. Now, I thought this was fine originally because I was like, oh yeah, it does. It shouldn't work on SpongeBob, but there's units like Snow Sponge where it really should work on. Now, I will say this actually has, in effect, done a few things. First up, before the nerf happened, anybody who got a superstar is in super luck because these guys were really easy to get. But after the nerf, prismatic superstars are almost impossible to get now. So that is a little bit of a weird update. I kind of think they should make it apply to some units and not others. Like, I'm totally okay with it applying to like treasure chest units, etc. Or honestly, I'm okay if they just straight up remove them. Like, I'm okay if we no longer need these, because right now they only work on exotics and below, and that's whatever at that point, right? Now, most of this probably won't matter after the game rebalance, which we'll probably make a more dedicated video on in the future. But the thing I wanted to talk about next is the net worth. Now, take a look, guys. My net worth dropped dramatically, and people are probably going to be wondering, what the heck happened to my net worth, like, whenever they open up the game? And the thing is, they actually announced this, so this isn't really a problem or nothing, all right? I'm totally cool that they're doing this. They are gradually adjusting the values to try to find a sweet spot. Now, if you guys watch my guide, I was talking about Filthy Boys. Now, Filthy Boys used to give you 11 million net worth. That's how much they gave you in my last video. And now they nerfed them by like 90%, so now they're only giving $1 million. Now, I'm actually totally okay with this, because let's just say that strategy was kind of busted OP. And what they also did is they're starting to bump up the values of superstars. Look at this, guys. My superstar Gary Booty is now 74 million, and that is a lot more. Like, look at this normal Filthy Boys, only 500k. So finally, prismatics are actually worth it to have for net worth, which is a huge W. All right, Blackjack is only 12 million, but again, he's pretty common, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm okay with that. Now, there is some units that I think should be buffed, like Heartman. Like, a superstar should be worth a little bit more. I think they should encourage superstars a little bit more in the buffs. But you can see there's some other units that kind of went up a little bit. SpongeBob, kind of not insanely hard to get, but yeah, definitely still helping your value. SquidBob Tentacle Pants. I don't know why he's only worth 36 million. Like, to be perfectly honest, that's kind of crazy to me. And then we have units like Ringmaster Crabs, number 8, only 39 million. So some of them are still a little bit low. But it looks like they completely rebalanced it, so prismatics are going to be adding in a lot more value. Now, some exotics are, I think, pretty much just around across the board nerfed on the exotics, which is okay. But they finally, the more rare exotics, like these Cannonball Jenkins, where only 35,000 exist, they're worth a lot more than the Filthy Boys now, which makes a lot of sense. And the rarer ones are actually worth more now. So I'm really happy with that. So they're actually worth a lot compared to what they used to be. So they finally fixed a lot of the values. So I'm actually very excited that they're doing this, and this is kind of a big W. So next up, I want to give a big shout out to Carla. They are doing a giveaway on the server. So if you guys want a free 10x speed or free SW 5-star Hans, depending on what role you have in the server, you guys can enter those in. So shout out to Carla, Tony for doing all these, and of course Flo the Bar as well. Shout out to all the giveaway team. So I'm very actually excited for this. Also, they did nerf the secrets as well. Only 100k each. So prismatics are worth way more than secrets, which is actually a huge W. So I'm really glad they're starting to fix it. Obviously, if you have a rare one like Bunker Boys, they're actually worth a lot more. Same with Bikini Bottom PD. Same with Barb. So they're actually like fixing the net worth. So I have a theory on this, and that is over time, the net worth is just going to be better and better. Like at some point, the net worth is just going to be like very fair. And I feel like every day now they're going to be shadow updating these and making them more fair and more fair. All right, I'm actually kind of excited for this because let's just, oh my gosh, poor Captain Zach. Pretty excited about this. So now what this means right now, if you guys are trying to get net worth, still the strategy is still pretty similar. You're still going to want to get exotics as your like filler units, but prismatics are now actually worth it to get for your net worth, because one normal prismatic square pants is worth the same as 44 filthy boys. So that's a pretty good ratio. So that's actually pretty freaking sick. And if you have a more common one like blackjack, you're going to be getting a lot of value as well. So I'm very excited for that. And I'm excited that they're finally fixing up this net worth. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering, what is going on with the Raffle situation? Unfortunately, we have not received any DMs. I'm gonna be honest, guys, this game is kind of hard to code because there's so many people, and so everything is likely to crash, etc. So they're probably taking some more time to fix all of this stuff. So they said they almost had a patch prepared, but it looks like we might be getting it tonight, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. We are still looking for the gift as well. Hopefully the gift wasn't the giveaway I talked about before. That would be a little bit sad. And if you guys have any suggestions, I'm gonna make a dedicated video towards this. So what do you guys think about how should they do admin abuse to make it fair and not ruin the game? So I want you guys to comment down below. What are your suggestions for admin abuse? Should they have more admin abuse only units? Should they have like different kinds of boosts? How can they make admin abuse fair and make it so you want to play during admin abuse, but you also want to play during the week? Because as of right now, admin abuse has like a bajillion players, and during the week, you can see absolutely nobody's AFKing the game or even playing the game. So how can they fix admin abuse to do that? Now, I talked about a little bit more in my other video about like stuff I think they could add to make the game more exciting, like trials, where you get a set amount of units that are pre-given to you, and you have to beat a hard game mode, promoting YouTubers to make guides, tutorials, etc., and really expanding the reach of the game. So I'm really hoping they do that. And I'm really hoping for your other suggestions. So that's going to be in probably my next video. However, I also have another video planned, and that is I'm going to be going over units that they should add in SpongeBob Tower Defense. So I need you to comment down below what units you guys want them to add. I will show you what I have right now, so you guys can add this in. So these are some of the suggestions I took from some of the comments. We have Grandma Granny, Patchy the Pirate, Feral Squidward from the Feral Friends episode. We might add more from that. That'd be pretty cool. And then I have some funny units like Booty Patrick, since we have Booty Gary. And let's just say Patrick is always showing off his booty in the show. I don't know why. Collab characters, they talked about this in one of their polls. Ninja Turtles, I believe, won. And then I have FNAF Sponge. This is kind of like a fan made. So if you guys have any other units that you want them to add that aren't actually official canon characters, that could be pretty cool. So comment down below what you want them to add, and I will make a video. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, the devs have added units I suggested in the past. So basically they came from you. So technically speaking, they came from you, and then I just, you know, made your suggestions a little bit more visible. So shout out to you guys for giving me your suggestions so I can post the video, and then Zach can watch our suggestions and add the units to the game, because they're always looking for more units to add. And honestly, a lot of these units could be cool for that trial feature I was talking about earlier. Catch you guys in the next one, and hopefully get an announcement on the update soon, and peace.